Epsom Ewell Foodbank was started in September 2012. In our first year, we fed over 1,650 people. That's 15,000 meals that we provided during that time. We are part of the Trussell Trust network of food banks, of which there are now over 380 across the country. When we started, we had no idea of the level of demand for our community. Most people were positive about the idea and there was a groundswell of seeing this happen. But there were some people that said, surely there is nobody that goes to bed hungry in our community. But we already knew that some people were getting referred to the Kingston Food Bank. So what have we done in the first 12 months? We've collected 26 tonnes of food, we've distributed 17 tonnes, we've trained over 135 volunteers who give over 100 hours a week. And without our volunteers and the commitment of collecting and sorting the food and working at the distribution centres with our clients, we'd never have achieved half of what we've done. Through the centres, we've offered to pray for every person that's walked through our door. 90% of our clients have accepted that offer to pray. And then we've spoken with many groups and schools about the work. Everybody is interested, fascinated about what is going on. We now have 3 distribution centres, opening our 3rd centre in September in Leatherhead to support the ones that are happening in Ewell and Epsom, and are exploring about the opportunity to open further distribution centres. So how have people responded? People have cried, laughed, looked shocked and overwhelmed. One said, I thought you were just going to give me a pot noodle. Another was speechless that somebody cared. The very first person I gave food to was just overwhelmed. In the training, we talk about no contact, but they jumped up, gave me a massive hug and just burst into tears. I wasn't expecting it. It can be incredibly sobering working in these distribution centres, listening to some of the horrific stories and also listening to how some of our systems actually function with these people. My observation, there was just no grace, no flexibility in our structures.
If it wasn't for places like this, there's no help because you can't go and get no sort of crisis loans and nothing like sort of things like that anymore. So it's helpful.
Profile wise, we've done really well. We've been on the BBC One, we've been on Channel 4 and the radio, alongside numerous press clippings. The interest in food banks has just soared and soared over the last few months. The numbers have been far greater than we ever dreamt. Yes, we've fed 1,650 people in the last 12 months, but actually in the last 6 months, we fed over 1,000 people. And alongside the food, we received many requests that we are unable to fulfill, from furniture to cookers, to also a lady that had an illness that needed an electronic tin opener, something that I'd love to have been able to provide for this person, but was unable to do. And that's where you come in. As we develop what we're doing, we would love to get hold of a warehouse that we could actually begin to collect some of these items and recycle things out to people that need them, that have no other way of getting hold of them. And we want to pursue getting a warehouse, and that's where we need finance, resources, or even a specialist skill that you may be able to offer us as we pursue that. Something that I believe, and that we as a project believe, would begin to change the face of our community. Thank you for listening.